I call the Honourable Member Melissa Lee. Annyeonghaseyo.
Annyeonghaseyo, Mr. Chair. I'd like to start my contribution by saying that the national government campaigned on these welfare reforms, and we actually made a promise to the New Zealand people that we were going to make welfare reforms, and we are making sure that we keep to the promise that we made to the people of New Zealand, sir. The new benefit categories and welfare changes in our reform, which came into effect on July 15, now applies to all beneficiaries. This includes rules around drug testing, outstanding arrest warrants, and new social obligations for parents. These are important issues. The obligations are clear, and they place a greater focus on moving people off welfare and into work. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Minister of Social Welfare, Honourable Paula Bennett, on the changes that have been made already. We are now seeing the results of these changes with 309,782 people currently on benefits in New Zealand. This is a reduction from 310,000, some number over 310,000 the previous quarter, and down from 320,000 the year prior to that. That's a reduction of more than 10,000 people on welfare over the 12 months, sir, the last 12 months, and that has to be a great result. Work and Income will be actively working with around 41% of beneficiaries, and they expect the number of people on benefits to fall between 28,000 and 44,000 by 2017, resulting in estimated savings of between $992 million and $1.6 billion. And when you are recovering, when we are as a nation recovering from an economic, global economic crisis, that has to be a great thing, sir. Domestic purposes benefit, unemployment and sickness benefits are now gone, and 3 main benefits have replaced the 7 categories that formed the previous benefit types. The 3 new main benefit categories are job seeker support, sole parent support, and supported living payment. This is in addition to the young parent payment and youth payment we've implemented last year in 2012. These changes are part of our efforts to simplify benefit categories, put a greater focus on work and new work preparation activities, along with reinforcing social obligations. Job seekers will have work expectations set depending on their capacity, whether it's full-time, part-time, or be temporarily exempt in certain cases. For example, when they have short-term illnesses, they may be exempt from these work obligations, sir. I'd like to now move on to the Children's Action Plan, which comes from the government's white paper and includes more than 40 initiatives to better protect vulnerable children. And I think everyone around this House actually agrees that children need to be protected from those who actually abuse and hurt them. This action plan is a key priority for this government over the next year. We are driving extensive program reforms to reduce abuse and neglect, and we are already making progress with children's teams active in Whangarei and Rotorua. These children's teams support communities to better protect their children, and this government has set aside $13.7 million in operating funding over 4 years towards the cost of implementing this plan. In this country, sir, about 12,000 Kiwi children are being cared for by wider family members because of either the death of the parent or family breakdown. Without these carers, more children would be under state care. So an extra $35 million has been set aside in the budget this year to support these extended family members. This initiative is also part of the Children's Action Plan in response to the white paper on vulnerable children, and that has to be celebrated. The welfare system will always be there to help people in need. We have always said that. We will ensure those people who genuinely need help will get the help. But we also believe that long-term welfare dependency can become a trap, And we know that the dependency trap leads to limited choices and limited outcomes. We also believe that anyone that can work should be in employment or in training or at least looking for a job. Our changes have fundamentally altered the welfare system.
I call the Honourable Member Alfred Nara.
Thank you, Mr.
Your
Chair.
Honour.